last season's playoff loss, besting the Titans 20-13. Jackson ran for 136 and a score, and the Ravens defense held Mr. 2000 Derrick Henry to 40 yards on 18 carries. The Ravens advanced to face the Bills on Saturday night. The Saints took care of business against the Bears 21-9. They move on to play host to Tom Brady and the Bucs, whom they've already beaten twice this season. That'll happen on Sunday night. The Packers and Rams square off in the other NFC divisional round game Saturday afternoon in Green Bay. And the Browns shocked the Steelers 48-37 without their head coach and play caller Kevin Stefanski and 3 of his assistants due to COVID protocols. Cleveland forced 4 interceptions from Big Ben and 5 turnovers total in the win. They will face the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat. That's why you can use an entire bottle to make buffalo chicken dip, the kind you might make for when you're watching the game at home. And maybe this year there's less people around to watch the game with. Yay! But that just means there's more dip, and it's all for you. You may say, that's too much dip, but deep down in your heart of hearts, you know it isn't. So go ahead, finish it. Frank's Red Hot don't judge. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves your money, sure, but it also saves you time. So you can enjoy all the things that matter most, even more. Contact Imperial Valley Allstate agent Lucy Bermudez for a free personalized insurance proposal. Allstate, are you in good hands? Terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Brisk. Another beautiful day.
Yeah, brisk. That would be good. That'd be a good description of what you're going to be greeted with this morning.
Yeah. And air quality throughout the Imperial Valley is good, so take a deep breath.
Yeah, deep breath.
Yeah. Enjoy it. So, anyway, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, had great. The weather was great. The weather outside, was inviting. So tried to spend some time outside.
Yeah, good weather for getting all sorts of things done outside.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I spent the bulk of my weekend as well.
Good place to be.
Yeah. And, here we are basically, 2 weeks into January, and, well, I mowed the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and had to let the family back in Michigan know, hey, I'm mowing the lawn, you're shoveling snow.
Yeah, what's wrong with that picture?
Yes. I would much rather mow a lawn than shovel snow.
Shovel snow, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but I will say that both of those forms of exercise did put some coin in my pocket when I was growing up in Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say that was, you kind of already made that comparison. That was more the norm. You do the snow out here like we do the grass.
Yep. Okay. Are there some birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay, we've got, we start off with our big shot birthdays, some of whom we have actually even heard of. Actor Mitchell Ryan is 87, and I seem to recall, he was a staple of television shows back in the 60s into the 70s. Actor Felix Silla is 84. He played Cousin It on The Addams Family.
It, I remember It.
Oh, It? Yes. Who? What?
Just a small portion of them.
Yes. Actress Phyllis Logan is 65. Vicki Peterson plays guitar with the Bangles, 63. Actor Kim Coles, 59. And former child actor Dawn Lynn. She was the last addition to My Three Sons. The little girl is 58. And guitarist Tom Dumont of No Doubt, 53. Singer Mary J. Blige, 50. Actress Amanda Peet, 49. Actor Buckman Dunbar, 48. Actor Asia Naomi King is 36. There you go. Some big shot birthdays. We've got local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
What do I do?
What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert, school, having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alma Cordero, Juliana Parra Tramontini, Raul Moreno Jr., Valerie Flores Cordova, Michelle Torres, Carlos Medina, Derek Guzman, Scott Mosher, Maribel De La Torre, Geraldo Del Campo, Derek Perez, Stephen Edwards, Sue Burton, Corina Gastelum, Doug Degues, Edward Ainsa, Esmeralda Gonzalez, Gabriela Alpalategui, George Bernal Jr., Lorena Uriarte, Melba Garcia Leon, Olga Nunez, Ricky Paleo, Sam Godino, Andrea Rivera, Walter Schultz. Happy birthday from KXO. Boy, big list today.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those babies that didn't make it to be the previous year dependent for the tax deduction.
Yeah. You had to, did you do that all in one breath?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good exercise.
What most people are not aware of, I have extra oxygen in the mustache.
Okay.
Yeah. So that
got a special oxygen reserve or carrier there?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Hey, you do what you have to.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anything else exciting happen? It's, our KXO calendar of events is pretty much devoid of anything.
Pretty puny, as they say.
Yeah.
Pretty puny. That isn't the way we want it to be, but that's the way it is.
Yeah. And if you heard Friday morning, when will you be able to get the COVID-19 vaccine? The answer is, don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
My understanding is the state of California has only distributed about 25% of the vaccines they've received.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't look at the local folks. They're doing the best they can. And basically, Washington isn't doing anything. They're saying it's up to the states. And as typical, Sacramento's sitting on their thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're dreaming up a new color scheme. I think that's what it is.
Color scheme for the shots, vaccinations?
Yeah, I think, the Skittles board for, reopening the economy, that's gone by the wayside. They're looking for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A striped colored vaccine vial or something
that
like that.
Could do it, yes. And for what it's worth, in checking, okay, the one vaccine is made in the Pfizer vaccine, made in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 miles away from where it's manufactured is the county seat of Kalamazoo County. They can't get the vaccine either.
So we're not alone.
No.
Not alone.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's jump in. We've got to look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. Democratic leaders meet in half an hour to push forward with plans to remove President Trump after his supporters staged a deadly riot at the Capitol last week. Intelligence Committee Chair Adam Schiff tells CBS,
I don't know where the votes are in the Senate, but I do know where the votes are in the House. And in the House, we feel that this man is a danger every day he remains in office.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot greets pre-K and special ed kids heading back to school today.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday.
Teachers say they're being forced to choose between paychecks and protecting themselves from COVID. President-elect Biden introduces William Burns as his choice for CIA director in a new video.
In his 33 years as a career diplomat, Bill dealt firsthand with many of the thorniest global challenges we face, from great power competition to nuclear proliferation.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news: the state's COVID crisis continues to get worse, with a record number of people dying, hospitals overwhelmed, their beds and ICUs filled beyond capacity.
Before we had COVID, we had drills around disasters as to what we would do if we had a dirty bomb, if we had an earthquake. So we're deploying many of those disaster tactics to take care of what may happen.
Dr. Sam Trabati, medical director for the emergency department at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger posting a message online Sunday urging people to come together to support the next president.
President-elect Biden, we wish you great success as our president. If you succeed, our nation succeeds.
The Austrian native bodybuilder turned actor turned Republican politician calling President Trump the worst president in history, comparing last week's U.S. Capitol protest to the night of broken glass in Nazi Germany. Several calls over the weekend for the resignation of House Minority Leader and California Republican Kevin McCarthy. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialists. Call Lock Air Conditioning. They'll keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Quickly,
a mom's advice is scientifically proven to be right. If mom says,
stay away from that boy.
Okay, we'll try this all over again.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for assistance with your reputation, call 800-800-7134. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-800-7134. That's 800-800-7134. 800-800-7134. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They've got two locations in the valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, El Centro police arrested a burglary suspect Thursday afternoon last week. The 29-year-old man was arrested near Imperial and Ocotillo Avenues in El Centro after police had been alerted to the break-in of a nearby residence. by an alarm. Before being booked at Imperial County Jail on burglary charges, the suspect was taken to El Centro Regional Medical Center after he told arresting officers that he had swallowed something. In other local news, a field interrogation of a man resulted in his arrest on an outstanding felony warrant. El Centro police questioned the 36-year-old man at a retail store on South Imperial Avenue Thursday afternoon. After checking records, it was determined that there was an outstanding warrant for his arrest, charging gross vehicular manslaughter, while intoxicated, as well as other charges. The warrant carries $500,000 bail. The man was booked into Imperial County Jail. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works. The works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
In other local news, another small earthquake rattled the north end of Imperial Valley Sunday. The magnitude 3.2 tremor was recorded at 12:21 a.m. and had an epicenter about 6.5 miles west-northwest of Calipatria. There are no reports of injury or damage. Border Patrol agents assisted Imperial County Sheriff's Department in arresting a man and recovering a stolen vehicle on Thursday afternoon. The incident occurred at approximately 3:40 p.m. when El Centro Sector Dispatch notified Indio Border Patrol agents that the Imperial County Sheriff's Department requested assistance in locating and stopping a white 1997 Lincoln Town Car, which was reported stolen. Imperial County Sheriff's Officer reported that the vehicle was traveling northbound on 86, headed toward the U.S. Border Patrol checkpoint located near Salton City. At approximately 3:50 p.m., the agents observed a vehicle matching the description, approached the checkpoint, made a sudden U-turn, and turned back south. An agent attempted to catch up to the vehicle. The driver drove into the desert and became stuck. The driver exited the vehicle and attempted to run away. Agents were able to track and successfully find the individual. Agents apprehended the man and transported him to the checkpoint for further processing. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
A mom's advice is scientifically proven to be right. If mom says,
"Stay away from that boy, or you'll see,"
there's a 99% chance that boy will break your heart. A mom is right 99% of the time. That's why she's telling you to stay away this holiday. Listen to her. COVID-19 has killed over 20,000 Californians so far. Learn more at lovemeansstayingaway.org. Brought to you by the Center at Sierra Health Foundation.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, a 2-car collision Saturday resulted in an arrest. The accident occurred at about 4:50 p.m. on South 4th Street and Holt Avenue. Several people were injured and a utility pole was knocked down. 4th Street was blocked off for a time for emergency personnel, and then Caltrans and utility company crews to the damage. Booked at Imperial Jail for driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. 2 vehicles, and they were stolen, were recovered in instances on Saturday. At about 9:40, a traffic stop resulted in the recovery of a stolen utility vehicle that hadn't been reported stolen yet. The vehicle had apparently been taken from a local school but wasn't aware of the theft. The vehicle was returned undamaged, and the thief was cited for possession of stolen property and various drug charges. Shortly after 10 a.m. on Saturday, police wide by an automated license plate reader that a possible stolen Ford Fiesta was northbound on Imperial Avenue from Adams Avenue. The vehicle was stopped and recovered. The woman driving the car was released pending further investigation. Well, there's more information. COVID-19, this update from Friday. According to the new update, new cases per day per 100,000 population has a large increase at 81.92 as compared to 69.17 reported on Thursday. The positivity rate remains steady at 46.29%. The number of deaths attributed to COVID-19 in Imperial County has increased by 2. It is now at 446. Active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County remains at 1,778. There are currently 176 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in Imperial County. That is 3 more than what was reported Thursday. There are currently 4 ICU beds available in Imperial County, the same as the previous report. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions will prevail through the week, with strong high pressure developing during the second half of the week. Temperatures will hover near the seasonal normal during the first part of the week, however, climb markedly during the latter half of the week. Readings will peak at least 10 degrees above average, but likely remain just shy of daily records. Our high yesterday, 16, the low, 38. Sunny today with a high near 69. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north later this morning. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 39. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 69. Light wind becoming north-northeast about 5 miles per hour. 41 degrees, 41% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the valley is good, except moderate at both of the Mexicali reporting stations. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by this station.
It's sports time. Some football action over the weekend. NFL type action. Yeah, the Bills beat the 27-24. The Rams over the Seahawks 30-20. Buccaneers beat Washington 31-23. Yeah, they were Saturday games. On Sunday, the Ravens ruled. They topped the Titans 20-13. Saints beat up on the Bears 21-9. And the Browns embarrassed the Steelers 48-37. That game nowhere near as close as what the score indicates. The NFL continues action. Yeah, coming up on Saturday, we've got a doubleheader for you. It'll be the Rams and the Packers, and we'll follow that with the Ravens and the Bills. On Sunday, the Browns and the Chiefs. That'll be a good one. And the Buccaneers and the Saints. Brady and Breeze will tee it up on Sunday.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months.
I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to CET.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
And, let's see. In the NBA, they were playing football in the basketball in the NBA. Okay, Jazz jumped on the Pistons 96-86. Clippers topped the Bulls 130-127. Thunder, they beat the Nets 129-116. Nuggets kicked the Knicks 114-89. Lakers rolled over the Rockets 120-102. Timberwolves 96. And the Spurs 88. Meanwhile, the Warriors edged the Raptors 106-105. And, somebody said there is college football. Yeah, and there is. Tonight, it's the college football championship game. Alabama and Ohio State. Yeah, that's whatever was left of the college football season. That's where it ends up tonight. Ho hum. Anyway, that's it for Sport Time on AM 1230.
Since 1901, Imperial Printer Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 180 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan to the public. Well, the Dow Jones Industrials right now down about 105 points at 30,992. S&P 500 off 18.5 at 3,806. And the NASDAQ is at 13,095. That's off about 105 points. Gold is up $12 an ounce, and oil is off 17 cents a barrel. What else is going on? Some of America's biggest companies are suspending donations to Republican Congress members who objected to the Electoral College votes. The growing list of those corporations, including Blue Cross Blue Shield, Citigroup, Commerce Bank, and Marriott, comes after a pro-Trump mob breached the U.S. Capitol last Wednesday to fight against the ceremonial counting of electoral votes that confirmed President-elect Joe Biden's win. At Blue Cross Blue Shield Association, we continuously evaluate our political contributions to ensure that those we support share our values and goals, said Kim Keck, Blue Cross Blue Shield's president and CEO. In light of this week's violent, shocking assault on the U.S. Capitol, and the votes of some members of Congress to subvert the results of November's election by challenging Electoral College results, Blue Cross Blue Shield Association will suspend contributions to those lawmakers voted to undermine our democracy.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company, property, or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and South for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Today will be sunny with a high near 69, west wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 39, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm after midnight. Tuesday sunny with a high near 69, light wind becoming north-northeast about 5 miles an hour. And right now downtown, 42 degrees, 40% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest, 5 to 7 miles per hour. Air quality throughout the valley is good, except moderate at the border. And that's it. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, now offering 24-hour-a-day post office by Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Cocopah Casino is open for business 24 hours a day and committed to your safety. Play in comfort and cleanliness on the Cocopah Casino floor during all your favorite games. Properly spaced and meeting social distancing guidelines. Relax and play at the friendliest casino in Yuma, making sure you're comfortable with constant disinfection, safety precautions, and welcoming smiles for your visit. Winning is just around the corner at Cocopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
CBS News is coming up. We'll be back right after that.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kafin. House Democrats plan to act this week on a bid on the heels of last week's mob attack at the U.S. Capitol. California Democrat Adam Schiff on CBS This Morning.
We need to do our constitutional responsibility to protect the country. If the president doesn't resign as he should, that's the best thing for the country. And the vice president doesn't do his job and invoke the 25th Amendment, then we're going to have to do ours and impeach him.
CBS's Nancy Cordes on the possible timeline.
An impeachment resolution could come up for a vote on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and I anticipate that will pass. President Trump, if this vote happens, will be impeached a second time because last I checked, 210 Democrats had already signed on as co-sponsors.
2 Republican senators have called on Mr. Trump to resign. The U.S. Park Service has closed the Washington Monument through January 24th because of security concerns. Correspondent Vicki Barker on some of the economic impact now being felt by Mr. Trump.
One day after the PGA announced the 2022 championship will not be held at the Trump Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey, the head of the Royal St. Andrews Golf Course says the British Open will not soon be held at Donald Trump's course in Scotland. The Trump name suddenly toxic for the brand. This as a number of U.S. companies say they're pulling donations to Republicans who opposed certifying Joe Biden's election.
In a video, Mr. Biden says he's selected veteran diplomat William Burns to be his CIA chief.
It's time to restore the independence of our intelligence community, and equally critical, to restore trust and confidence in our career officials, including those at the CIA.
Well, California's COVID-19 death toll now tops 30,000 after 1,163 fatalities were reported over the weekend. Teachers in a school district northwest of Phoenix called off a sick-out planned for today, fearing repercussions. Maureen Anderson and others are concerned about the winter pandemic surge.
Across the board, it's red across the board, and our numbers are so astronomical.
The district says 75% of families favor in-person learning. CBS's Jim Krasula tells us one state's difficult break from the past comes to full fruition today.
Mississippi's new state flag that features a magnolia and the phrase, "In God We Trust," will be raised over the state capitol in Jackson today for the first time. Voters approved the new banner in November after Mississippi lawmakers retired the last state flag that included the Confederate battle emblem.
Well, checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 114 points and the NASDAQ is down 102. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you that you can trust.
New year, new budgets. Every small business has unique needs. And when you partner with a Dell Technologies advisor, you get real-time tailored advice. They'll even give you a free consultation on your servers and storage devices to develop a custom solution to help improve your company's productivity. Plus, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on business computers with Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name and price from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need this. Bulbous, what the bulbous walrus?
The name your price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
In a new TV reboot, we'll see if the aging stars have traded in their Manolo Blahniks for Skechers.
No one has breakfast at Tiffany's, and no one has affairs to remember.
Sarah Jessica Parker will star and executive produce 10 new episodes of Sex and the City for HBO Max. Cohort Cynthia Nixon and Kristen Davis will reprise their roles. Kim Cattrall will not. HBO says the update will follow Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte as they navigate the journey from the complicated reality of life and friendship in their 30s to the even more complicated reality of the same in their 50s. Production is begin in New York in late spring. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
College football's national championship game kicks off tonight with number 1 Alabama and Heisman Trophy winner Devonta Smith tangling with Ohio State. The Crimson Tide favored by 8.5 points. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.